Questioning faith and brokenness. Hey girl, hey, this is your girl Talisha with Raw Woman Energy. How are you doing? How are you feeling today? I am in my quiet spot. If you know, you know. So yeah, I'm in a space and surrounded by water, just relaxing and just embracing in the moments of I guess newness and greatness and feeling very much so empowered and not also empowered but also grateful. But before we get into today's topic, which is questioning faith and brokenness, we are going to first hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, and let me know how you're doing today. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you can be notified every time a podcast drops. Also, stay stay to the end because I will be dropping gems at the end of every video, every podcast. So make sure that you pick that up throughout the episode. So, going into today's topic, questioning faith and your brokenness. It is detrimental when you have been in a space of darkness for so long that you start to question your faith. You start to question your favor. You start to question um, your protection. You start to question these things because you feel as if everything that is happening to you must have a reason for it. And maybe the divine has reason for doing the things that is aligned on your life. Maybe I'm going through this because I deserve it. Maybe God doesn't like me. Maybe God hates me. Maybe I said something or done something that rubbed God the wrong way. Maybe God is furious with me. He wants to see me fail, or she wants to see me fail. Whatever it is, don't let it question your faith. Life be lifing. And times be hard, and growth is even harder. When I tell you, when I decided to tell my truth about 2 to 3 years ago, when I opened up and explained how the way, trigger warning, how the way I was touched inappropriately, when I decided to speak on that truth, I did not know that certain things involving my walk was going to change. I did not know that family members would be questioning my truth. I did not know that, the very ones that I looked to for comfort were the ones that were going to talk behind my back and question if I was telling the truth or not. I did not know that those things were going to happen in that way. The way that we see things happening may not always be the things that is going to happen. When you decide to break generational curses, your walk is no longer a walk that is familiar with you because your walk is now under threat. It is not you just walking and no one bothering you, because the enemy does not bother you when you are doing things that is not aligned with your purpose. But once you start to align yourself in your purpose and start to walk in alignment within yourself, then things start to come in attack mode because it's like, hold on, she's about to, excuse me, y'all drank so much water. But you're walking in a space to where you are about to reach those goals and be in alignment and be fulfilled and be grateful. And that is one thing that the enemy does not stand. So what it does is it tries to disrupt your peace to make you not want to continue the journey. Last night, my mind was so loud, y'all. It was so loud because yes, I've shared my truth with my family members. But now I'm in a space to where I decided to share my pain and my trauma and the things that I went through and how I overcame those adversities and still, growing and becoming a better me. I'm now taking you guys on this journey with me. And one thing that the enemy does not like is trying to bring people along who were already in bondage and in his grasp, in his captivity, and you're trying to bring them out of it and bring forth them on a journey to help them be able to reach their potential and reach their goals. And so, yes, my mind was so loud last night, and I was just, I was venting out loud. I was talking to my pain, letting my pain know, you don't have authority over me. You do not have any type of grasp on my mind. You don't have it whatsoever. And I condemn you and I bind you from my thoughts, and I continue to walk in my alignment, and I continue to walk in my purpose, and you will not and cannot stop me. Talking to your pain and allowing yourself to have that authority allows you to continue to walk in your alignment and also walk in your purpose so that you can be fulfilled and have those moments of gratitude, and also being thankful for your pain in the past because it has led you to this very moment in life. I woke up this morning, I cooked breakfast, I cooked grits, eggs, and some pancakes. And I didn't really. I had like one and a half pancake, like one pancake, and I had a few bites of grits and like a few bites of eggs, and I ended up walking around the block just to shed off all of, that what's grits called? Is it fiber? I guess I don't know, fiber grain. Walk off all of that grain so that it can digest better. And on my walk, I'm just letting it out. I'm venting. I'm expressing myself. I'm giving my voice. I'm giving my pain a voice. I'm letting it speak. I'm letting it be known that I walk this, and I'm going to continue to walk this no matter what, and you cannot stop me. And being in that moment of me cooking breakfast for my children, I felt so grateful for all of the things that I have been through in my past. I felt grateful for the pain, and I felt grateful for the struggle, because I know that I cannot receive anything that is for me if I am not already happy and grateful for the things that I already have and what I have been through. And so I used to be in this space when everything was going, wild, and my truth was being, told, and, everything was just so loud. I started to question my favor. I started to question, like, well, maybe God doesn't love me, or maybe God doesn't see me as a favorite, or maybe God is mad because I told, or anything in that nature. And then as the more you start to walk and the more you start to understand, and the memories start to continue to play back, you understand, like, oh, okay, I trusted you when everything was quiet, so I have to continue to trust in you while everything is loud in order for me to go forward and continue to move. And even though I know a lot of the times, a lot of children, trigger warning, were and have been victims of the church using, that power to be able to subdue and manipulate children in a way to where they feel like what's happening is okay, or what they are experiencing is normal. And I come to tell you that even though that power was used over me as a child, I still had to understand that that is not God's work. That is not the divinity. That is not God's true love. Because one thing about God is that God is a beautiful and an amazing creator. And everything that exists through feminism exists through the creator. Everything that exists through love exists through the creator. Everything that exists through life exists through the creator. And even man as well. And even man as well. But it's just the point of the matter that things that are so precious are to stay precious. A flower is not meant to be destroyed. A flower is meant to bloom. So for you to tell me that I deserve to be, treated this way or harmed in this way because it's for my better good, well then all the plants and the flowers in the world will be non-existent. They will wither and they will die, and they would not serve a purpose for this world, but yet they bring beauty and they bring meaning and bring understanding to the very world that we live in. Being a female is hard, but it's also powerful. Your feminine power is amazing, and you're going to radiate through it, through all of the obstacles that you have been through, and that is hard for you to understand right now. And I talk about radiating your feminine power on another episode that I talked about. Like clockwork, he comes in every single time. I am working. Yes, I am working. And I thank you for checking up on me. But can you go back in your room until I call your name? And you can see my phone later. So can you go in your room? All right, thank you. Shut my door. Like clockwork, y'all. It's amazing. I want to have him be a feature on here because it's every time. But it gives your life meaning and it gives your life purpose. And so you have to understand that, you're going to bloom and you're going to radiate and you're going to show like just how important your feminism is to this world. Women are not used and abused and looked at as just mere toys. We're not that. We are powerful, we are strong, we are beautiful, we are radiant, we have purpose and meaning, and our purpose does not solely rely on a man. Our purpose relies solely on what it is that we truly want and what we truly stand for in this world, and what it is that we can do to bring love and peace and joy to this whole community. I know that hard work is hard work. I know that for a fact. Hard work is hard work, but questioning your faith through this whole this whole journey is one thing that you're going to have to put the work into. Questioning your faith is one thing that you need to stop, pause, and breathe and let God know that you trust, the plan that is at the forefront for you to be able to receive. I cannot stress as much as how the way when everything was starting to unravel, how my trust in God started to deteriorate, because I knew that a person that had so much knowledge over the Bible and was in church every single Sunday and Wednesday and Monday was trying to utilize that over me. And I knew that that was a way for him to try to discipline and control and manipulate me as a child when I got older. So I started to kind of tear away from my faith. I started to, question in and started to question my favor and everything in that nature, until one day I just woke up and I just knew deep down inside that that was never what it was meant to be used for. And so I took it back. And when I say I took it back, meaning I started to read for myself. I started to be connected to myself. I started to do things within myself that allowed me to shed and be able to walk. Now, I'm not this Bible thumping, Christian walking, always in the church type of female. I used to be, but I'm not that anymore. I do not believe that you can find, you know, what you're looking for in a building. I believe you can find what it is that you're looking for within yourself. I believe that being connected to God is being grounded and connected to his creation, to her creation. I believe that God is looked at as two parents, a mother and a father. I believe that whatever it is that we search for in life, God has the answer to, no matter if you believe it or if you don't believe it. But I truly do believe that our connection to God exists way more than just pews and ties and all of this other all of these other things. And once you start to fully break that down and start to read the book for yourself and be in a space to where you start to understand certain things, then you're like, okay, I understand it and I get it. Your faith will always be tested. It will always be tested due to the fact that your faith is your weapon. Your faith through anything that you're going through is your weapon because it's the power of belief. If you believe hard enough, you can make it come true. Now you can try. Now this works both ways. It works both ways because the enemy know this as well. The person that's trying to keep you bound and to keep you in shackles know this just the way that you know this. And so you have to fight faith with faith because the enemy also has faith. So your faith in faith is fighting, but you also have the faith that resides in you, and you also have the faith that resides in inside of your belief. Believing that you can do whatever it is that you can do, and no one will be able to stop you, and you can get to where it is that you want to go to and be whatever it is that you want to be in this world. It can happen. Because one thing that the enemy fails to understand is that you cannot stop faith with doubt. And doubting me fuels my faith. So you might have faith that you can stop me, but you're also doubting me and it's not going to happen. I believe that I'm going to make whatever it is that I'm supposed to make it to. I believe that I am going to one day be in a conference room, standing amongst my peers, being in a place to where I am talking to millions of women, and we are in a beautiful building, and I am standing on the stage and I am giving my story and my testimony to so many beautiful women across this world, and we are in alignment together, and we are being fulfilled together, and we are breaking generational curses together. And we are doing this with faith, and we are doing this with our belief, knowing that we can do it, beating obstacles, beating the enemy with their doubt and what it is that they tried to hover over us to keep us shackled. We are breaking chains, and we are coming out, and we are speaking our truth and continuing to fight and continue to be in a space to where people look back and say, dang, I did that. We are claiming and owning every single thing that we are doing from here on out. So don't get, caught up in what you see. Yes, the views might be low right now. Yes, people may not be understanding what it is that you're trying to do right now. Yes, people may be, doubting your story. Yes, you may be still wanting that promotion and they passing it on to someone else. But your work and your faith, continuing to be consistent, continuing to fight, continuing to stay aligned, continuing to be in a space to where you are standing and rising above what tried to kill you. You are standing now in places in what is meant to grow you and shape you and align you and build you and continuing to feed you. Because we're not choosing death over victory. We choose victory over death. Keeping your faith, staying in your walk, and holding on to your true power, not the power that was meant to break you down, but the power that lied within yourself this whole entire time, reaching within yourself and pulling out that light and brighting, and letting it shine as bright as possible, letting it have a voice, letting it be in a space to where you can now say, this is me. I am comfortable. I went what I went through. I did what I did. I experienced what I experienced, but this is me now. This is me taking back my life, me taking back my light, me taking back my victory, me taking back my blessings and walking in alignment within myself. Raw woman energy is the key for you to be able to stay and keep your faith. You're doing it unfiltered. You're doing it raw. You're doing it in your most realest form. Can't no one keep you from your blessings but yourself. But in order for you to receive, you have to heal. Healing is a journey. Healing is an everyday process. You have to get up every day and choose to be better than what you were yesterday. You have to choose to think differently the way that you thought yesterday. You have to speak to your pain almost every other day and allow yourself to know that you're the one that's driving, no one else. You're in control, no one else. You're the one that can take back, reshape, and reform your whole life. No one else. No one is going to show up and give you all the answers. No one is going to show up and hand you anything. You have to fight and you have to go for what it is that you want to go for. Being authentic, doing the work, being consistent, being real, telling your truth, walking in your faith, walking in your alignment, taking back your power, taking back your voice. You have to be in that state of mind continuously every single day. When you choose to wake up in the morning, you choose victory over death. Every time you lay your head down on your pillow, you choose victory over death. Every time you decide to smile a little bit more, you choose victory over death. Be who you were meant to be. Don't allow your faith to kill your dream. Don't allow your faith to stop you. And when I mean don't allow your faith to stop you and don't allow your faith to kill your dream, don't allow the lack of your faith to stop you. Don't allow the lack of your faith to kill your dream. Allow your faith to continue to build you and grow you and shape you and form you, because the more that you have faith in yourself, the more that you believe in yourself, you allow the power, the God in you to shine and radiate and get stronger more and more each and every single day. Be true to yourself. Raw woman energy, if you are serious about choosing victory over death, then I have a 6 weeks, 6 module course that is on school. It's under Raw Woman Energy. For the first week, it is $7. After that, it is $20. And once you experience that first week for free, you get to decide if you want to continue your journey. The first week is free. The first week is on me. Try it out. See if you like it. See if the activities inside of the course will help you. See if my therapy notes will help you. See if the daily affirmations will help you. See if the time that you put in for yourself will help you. Choosing you is the best way to heal you. So you choose what it is that you want to do going forward. This is your girl Talisha. Hey girl, hey. I hope you guys listened through the whole podcast. I hope you guys took notes. I also hope that you picked up those gems that I dropped throughout the whole video. Well, podcast. Why do I say that all the time? I do not know. But I hope you guys choose victory over death and do not allow your lack in faith stop you from becoming your true self, your greatest self, the best version of yourself that you can be. Raw woman energy is her. You're already her. You're already walking in alignment because you already chose victory. You already chose victory over death. So thank you so much for listening to me today. And my child is in the background talking right now. So I'm going to get off. And I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe and turn on that notification bell. And don't forget to let me know where you're coming from and what it is that you are experiencing and how you are moving and shaping your life today to be able to become the best version of you as possible. And so, yes, like, comment, and subscribe. This is your girl, Talisha. Talk to you later. Bye.